Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, chapter 9, text number 10, right? Text number 10. Yeah. One time was no problem, but today we are writing books with so small. Chapter 10.
Chapter 9, verse
10. Huh?
Chapter 9, verse 10.
Yes. Did I say?
Chapter 10.
So chapter 9, text 10. Right. Chapter title is, what is the title? No title. Chapter 9. Okay. But very short one. Huh? This is very short chapter, only 50 verses. Normally Chaitanya Charitamrita is much more. This one, very short one. Very special. Something like an introduction. Okay. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jayo Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura Tenu Prartana Ankura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura Yeah. Someone try? Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura Jaya Shri Madhavapuri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura
Jai Shri Madhavapuri Krishna
Prema Pura Tenu Pratama Bhakti Kalpatarura Tenu Pratama Ankura. What does it mean? Jaya. Jai. Shri Madhavapuri. unto Madhavendra Puri. Krishna Prema Pura, a storehouse of all love of Godhead. A storehouse of all love of Godhead. Bhakti Kalpatarura, of the desire tree of devotional service. Tenu, he is Pratama, first, Ankura, fructification, fructification. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Sri Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna. He is a desire tree of devotional service, and it is in him that the seed of devotional service first fructified. Purport. Sri Madhavendra Puri, also known as Sri Madhava Puri, belonged to the disciplic succession from Madhvacharya and was a greatly celebrated sannyasi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the third disciplic descendant from Sri Madhavendra Puri. The process of devotion of worship in the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya was full of ritualistic ceremonies, with hardly a sign of love of God. Sri Madhavendra Puri was the first person in the disciplic succession to exhibit the symptoms of love of God, and the first to write a poem beginning with the words Ai Dina Dayardra Nata. O Supreme Merciful Personality of Godhead, in that means Ai Dina Dayardra Nata, O Supreme Merciful Personality of Godhead. In that poetry is the seed of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cultivation of love of God. In that poetry is the seed of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cultivation of love of God. All glories to Sri Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna. He is a desired tree of devotional service, and it is in him that the seed of devotional service first fructified. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Krishna. This is, I don't know if you read the introduction to this verse, as is mentioned in this verse that we are reading today, the introduction on this chapter. So it's very nice explained. And as I said, this is very short chapter in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Normally the chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita are very long, but this one is very short. It's like an introduction, and I felt like it's introducing ourselves, because very soon we are celebrating, for us, Gaudiya Vaishnava, the most auspicious day, auspicious time of the year, of the time of our life. if we are here sitting together, it's just thank to the mercy, causeless mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we will celebrate in a very short time his divine appearance day. And here is written, is given the example of the tree. And it is said that the author, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, has devised a figurative example by describing the plant of bhakti, or the plant of love. He considered Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is known as Vishvambar, to be the gardener of this plant, because he is the main personality who has taken charge of it. As the supreme enjoyer, he enjoyed the flowers himself and distributed them as well. The seed of the plant was first sown in Navadvip, the birthsite of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then the plant was brought to Purushottama Kshetra, Jagannath Puri, and then to Vrindavan. The seed fructified first in Srila Madhavendra Puri. And then his disciple, Shishvara Puri. So here it is explained, as the Lord, or when he manifests himself, always he arrange situation to appear, to manifest himself, and first he comes, or he arrange that his most intimate associates themselves to come, to prepare his descending, his coming on this time. Normally I always used to say that Advaitacharya was the main cause of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance day, descending, to come to us to deliver the most precious stones. It is said that he came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to deliver two main gifts to us that on this age, especially on this age, are extremely important to us. Two. One is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The second one, Srimad Bhagavatam. But also it is said that he came especially to give to this fallen soul, I'm speaking about me, love of God, Krishna Prema. And for many, many long time, I was thinking, oh, this is too high, too high, too high. I am not qualified. What does it mean, love? What is love? Real love. But by reading and reading more and more about the gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is what we have to get. This is what the most important ingredient in our time that is missing. People don't love anymore each other. There are time and time, okay? I would say when I was young, this sometimes felt, but the point is that now people are more and more into what? Into gaining something for themselves. An explanation of love that I like it very much. Love means to give to other what you like the most to get. This is real love. And this is in our society is really completely missing. The main point in our society is to get as much money as possible every day. The life goal is to get as much money as possible and to be the most powerful, to control everything, and to enjoy everything, and so on and so forth. But here, in these holy books, is explained what is the real love. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arranged the descendants of his main associate, and the first one, really the first one, was Madhavendra Puri. It is said he sent Madhavendra Puri, Ishvara Puri, Sita Thakurani, Sachi Devi, Sachi Devi, Jagannath Mishra, Advaita Charya, Nityananda, and so on. Madhavendra Puri was the first one. Ikam is not sure. They said that Madhavendra Puri comes something like 100 or 200 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, maybe less. Some books say one thing, other books say another things. Not clear. And Madhavendra Puri, it is said that he was born near Udupi or Udupi, South India. And he already was 5 years old. His main concern was to speak about Krishna. And 12 years old, he took sannyasi. He left home. Of course, the parents were not so happy, but he left home. And he went in an ashram of Madhva Sampradaya. And there he took sannyasi from the teacher or guru, as to say. But it's explained that after a short time of being in this ashram, he completely changed the main point of the Madhva Sampradaya onto what? Giving the seed that was fructified in his heart, love of Godhead. This was missing at that time. As before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this love of Godhead or Krishna Prema was something, as I said before, not too high, and no one will even go near. It was not on the preaching, not on the... And he established this on that time, so much so that even he started converting his guru. He became the guru of his guru. And after that, he started traveling. He was traveling because there were so many mystic stories. He was really powerful. And the main point on this mysticism was that he wanted to meet Vyasadeva. It is said that on Badrinath or Badrigat ashram, this is one, Srila Vyasadeva is one of the main personality who is still resident on the planet, on this planet, like Lord Shiva. They have their planet, their place, they have their ashram. So, and he made this trip from Udupi to Badrigat ashram. It's quite something, a very long trip. That time could only walk with bullock cart or something. And it is said that he explained that when he reached there, he actually, Srila Vyasadeva was so inspired by him that they meet, really. So this verse main point is that Madhavendra Puri established actually our line, our parampara, by founding the Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. He was the first one. And he first disciples, the main disciple, many disciples in his ashram, but the main one is Advaita Acharya and Ishvarapuri. Ishvarapuri, as you know, he become the master, the guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I want to go a little more deep, to tell you more, time goes so fast, about Madhavendra Puri activities. This is very short, just 2 pages. And I want to reach to one point that he gave us. Yes, not bad. He gave us a very special jewel, that one thing I lost on time. I lost on time. But thanks to Kamala Sita, I found it, back this jewel that really is very, very important. So before Lord Chaitanya, this some things already I mentioned, but I go very fast. Before Lord Chaitanya appeared, he sent his eternal associate like Sri Advaita Acharya, Jagannath Mishra, Sachi Mata, Madhavendra Puri, Ishvara Puri onto earth. Sri Madhavendra Puri took initiation from Sri Lakshmipati Tirtha in the Madhvacharya Sampradaya. He had many, but Sri Advaitacharya and Sri Ishvara Puri were the chief disciples of Madhavendra Puri. In one way or another, all the Vaishnavas in Bengal and Kshetra Mandala, Jagannath Puri, were connected with Sri Madhavendra Puri. After Lord Chaitanya came, many of his disciples joined Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement, the disciple from Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri's body was completely full of divine love. So were his followers. He displayed uncommon love of God. Seeing a dark blue rain cloud, he would fall down unconscious. Day and night he was intoxicated from drinking the ambrosia of Krishna Prema. This is from Vrindavan Das Thakur. After making the extensive pilgrimage of Bharat Bhumi, India, as we said, from south he went to up north, and then he was traveling to Orissa, Vrindavan, and went back. And then after he spent the last time also in Orissa, Odisha. He began the restoration work on Vrindavan that Sri Rupa and Sanatana Goswami continued later, wandering from grove to grove, remembering Radha Krishna's sweet Vrindavan pastimes. Madhavendra Puri would faint in ecstasy. In a dream, Sri Gopal ordered Madhavendra Puri to uncover a buried Gopal Diti. This is a wonderful story. I don't know if we have time about. I think many of you already know. Some of you. Puri uncovered a buried Gopal Diti and installed him atop Govardhan Hill. Madhavendra Puri celebrated Gopal's installation. Shishirada Madhaman ki. Madhavendra Puri celebrated Gopala's installation with an Annakuta, grand festival offering of mountains of foodstuffs to Krishna. This Annakuta festival, also called Govardhan Puja, is one of the most important Vaishnava festivals in Vrindavan. And thanks to Srila Prabhupada, now all around the world, in India and around the world. The original Gopal Diti, known as Srinataji, is now worshipped at Natadwar, Rajasthan. Very beautiful temple. Madhavendra Puri introduced the conception of Madhurya Bhava, conjugal love, in the Madhvacharya Sampradaya. Madhavendra Puri sowed the seed of Prema Bhakti, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became the towering tree, dropping honey, sweet fruits of Prema upon everyone. He also revealed Viraha Bhava, the mood of love relish in separation from God. His branch of the Madhva sect distinguished itself by this ecstatic love of God. It is known as the Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. In Jagannath Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed an intense mood of Viraha Bhava. This increased unlimitedly. I said good? Yes. When the Lord heard verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Krishna Karnamrita, Gita Govinda, Padyavali, and the love poem of Chandidas and Vidyapati. Mahaprabhu's Viraha began with a single verse. This is an interesting point. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Viraha, this love of God, intense love of God, began with a single verse spoken by Madhavendra Puri. His Param Guru. Madhavendra Puri is the Param Guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is the verse that I want to share with you. This is very beautiful. I think we should, at least today, we should read. But I will say it's very, very, very special verse. Yeah. This verse also is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita in the Madhya 4th chapter, text 197. You can find this verse. Aidina dayardra nata e matura nata kadabalokshaye Hridayatvam aloka kataram daita brahma myati kim karoti haham. This is the same that we have in the same verse today. Krishna Prema. No. Dina Dayadra. This is very special. There was a devotee when I was in Prabhupada Desh. Very senior devotee, very old as a body. He left the body when I was there. Very, very special devotee. His name was Dina Dayadra. Now we'll tell you what does it mean, Dina Dayadra. We had really, really special relation. And it happened one day, short before he passed away. There was Maharinam. Now I think there was already, or they are today. Today is 21, no, 14. They had Maharinam in Venice. Every year they do Maharinam in Venice. Sachiranandana Swami used to come too, and Madhava used to come, and many senior devotees used to come. They devotees from Italy, Switzerland, Austria, and all the Balkan area. They come from this Maharinam. And Dina Dayadra, very old and quite sick, but still, even if sick, he will speak only about Krishna. Wherever you go to him, he had an ashram, a room there in the temple. And it happened one day I was doing seva, Saturday evening, because everyone had to go to Harinam. I had to take care of the Titi. Gornitai. And we have a nice temple room, and there is a Titi room door, as we have here. Normally, this door, it was always open. I was living there for more than 10 years. It was always open. But that day I went there. The door was closed. I didn't know what to do. What shall I do now? I have to go on the altar. I have to do the offering. I have to do the arati. What shall I do? At first I went in the temple room. And I thought, because temple room is different. The altar is different. There is no gate. There are 3 steps and then you can go on the altar. I was there in front of Gonitai. What shall I do? And I said, go and ask him. He was the only one in the temple, no one else. And I went to him to ask for the key. Maybe he has the key, maybe he knows where is the key. And then I asked, the door is locked. What shall I do now? Don't worry. Because I was used to change my clothes even inside DT room that time. It was no problem to enter DT room without Vaishnava cloth. And he told me, don't worry. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most merciful. It's the personification of love. Just go. And I went. Even I didn't change my clothes. I went to the altar. After I went to DT room, I changed my clothes. And we have so many stories with him. Dina Dayadra. O compassionate Lord, the most compassionate. O compassionate Lord of the poor and humble. O Lord of Mathura, when shall I see you again? Without seeing you, my heart has become very much afflicted. O my beloved, I am overwhelmed. What shall I do now? I read you again. O compassionate Lord of the poor and humble, O Lord of Mathura, when shall I see you again? Without seeing you, my heart has become very much afflicted. O my beloved, I am overwhelmed. What shall I do now? Sri Krishna Das Kaviraj says that as the diamond, Kaustuba, jewel, is the most precious among all rare valuable jewels, this shloka is the Rasa Kavya, the best verse in the entire treasury of Rasa poetry. Actually, this verse was spoken by Yes? Who was spoken first? Srimati Radharani herself. It was Radha's pathetic cry to Shyamasundara, who had gone to Mathura leaving her alone. Desperate in Vrindavan, Radharani's mercy brought the same verse from the mouth of Madhavendra Puri. Reciting even a few words of this sloka will tear open the door of Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love, making his swoon in ecstasy falling unconsciousness. Feeling intense separation from Krishna, Madhavendra Puri constantly chanted this verse when departing this world. It is said that in the last part, where there is little more nectar, Krishna Das Kaviraj said that with this verse, Madhavendra Puri teaches devotees how to achieve Krishna Prema by cultivating intensive feeling of separation from Sri Krishna. Gaudiya Vaishnava accept this verse express the essence of the mood of separation. The Gaudiya Sampradaya teaches the worship of Radha and Krishna in separation represents the highest levels of devotional service. At this stage of realization, the devotee feels completely vacant in world in the absence of Krishna. A moment without Madhava feels like a millennium. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always swam in the ocean of Divyonmada Mahabhava, the maddenet ecstatic emotion shown by Sri Radha in Brahmar Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47. In this verse, Madhavendra Puri discloses similar emotions. The Gaudiya Vaishnava conclude that monsoon shower of ecstatic love exhibited by Lord Gauranga during his manifested pastimes began with Madhavendra Puri. It then came through Ishvara Puri, who played the role of Lord Chaitanya's spiritual master. Srila Madhavendra Puri ki. Srila Madhavendra Puri ki. Gora Prema Anande. Gora Prema Anande. Yes, Madhavendra Puri was chanting this verse, and it is explained that in the last time in his presence on this world, he could not move anymore his body completely. His body was completely finished. And Ishvara Puri was taking care of Madhavendra Puri in all details. I don't want to say all details, but you can understand everything was taken care completely of his body. And he was chanting repeatedly this verse. Okay, we should chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, but such nectar, we have so many, but this is very nice. Very nice nectar, and thank you for inviting me that I can found again. Really, I could not remember. I was reading for sure. But Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Madhavendra Puri ki jai. Gora Prema Anande. All glories. Thank you very much. If someone has some comment or something to share, otherwise we go on. It's okay? I cannot hear you. Please, little more loud.
Repeat the verse once more.
You want me to repeat the verse? This verse is from Madhya Lila, chapter 4, text 197. I said right. I remember. Ai dina dayardra nata e matura nata kalava loksha se hridayam tvam aloka kataram daita brahmyati kim karoti ham. O compassionate Lord of the poor and humble, O Lord of Mathura, When shall I see you again? Without seeing you, my heart has become very much afflicted. O my beloved, I am overwhelmed. What shall I do now? This it remember me like Srila Prabhupada wrote also his poem when he went to America. And he had such question. Oh my Lord, I don't know why you brought me here. What shall I do now? I am in your hands. Do with me whatever you like. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Jai.
Thank you so much for this wonderful class.
Actually, I want to share you another verse. Can I share you another verse?
Yes.
Yeah?
Maybe also a question just regarding to this book.
This is from Maharaji Swami,
Someone
Gaudiya
is-
Vaishnava Samadhis.
Ah,
All the main personalities of Vrindavan.
wow.
This is also very nice verse. I wanted to share with you if you have 1 minute. I think you can find it in the library. You must have upstairs. Very nice book. All the Goswami and all the main associate, all the samadhis in Vrindavan. There are many, many samadhis in Vrindavan. You know, if you go Radha Damodar, how many samadhis are there? More than 100 samadhis. All these personalities are mentioned here. There are many more, but these are the main. Uh-huh. Yes.
There's explained all the holy places and all the stories about it is also later.
Speaking about age and time, this very nice quote. This is from Satyanandana Swami. The holy name takes you deeper and deeper into real discoveries which into real discoveries which cannot be expressed in words. Srila Prabhupada calls the Mahamantra an open secret. There are so many things that the Mahamantra can show you. It can help you discover what is inside you that is totally covered. The holy name offers you something that the world cannot give you. And once it has been given to you, the world cannot take it away.
Where does that come from?
Facebook. Satyanandana Swami's quote. I think Satyanandana Swami's page, Facebook.
Okay.